How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, football pundits around the world? It's your boy Adam here live on Cow Sports Football, and we have Premier League action for you tonight. We have the race for top four, ladies and gentlemen. Do Manchester United secure their place in that race? Or does it go to the final game of the season where Liverpool could knock on that door? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. How are we all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Are we ready for today? Players getting ready to come out here at Old Trafford. Manchester United players. Oops. Manchester United players, Chelsea players, all coming out today. The question is, who comes out on top? Will it be Manchester United or will it be Chelsea? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Getting ready here. Casemiro coming out on the pitch with a child. I'm assuming that's his kid. Surely that's his kid. He's not coming out with someone else's kid like that at that age. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank there, giving his thoughts. Marcus Rashford not in the side today. He's on the bench. Look at that Manchester United. Them two defeats in a row, back-to-back defeats, just doesn't help Manchester United. David De Gea with Bruno Fernandes leading Manchester United out onto the pitch. How are we all doing? Manchester United fans singing "We Want Glazers Out." And here we go, the players will be walking out onto the pitch at Old Trafford. The question is, who comes out on top? Which team wants it more? Is it Old Trafford's Manchester United or is it going to be Chelsea's Stamford Bridge? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Let's transition over to the game day. Players getting ready here. How are we all doing? Are we ready for the Premier League? Let's give you the Manchester United team news. We have Erik ten Hag's final game at Old Trafford, I think it is. Is it final game at Old Trafford? I don't know. David De Gea is in goal. We have Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Rafael Varane, Victor Lindelof, and Luke Shaw are the back four. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's the back four going into the final game of the season. Casemiro, Christian Eriksen are the midfield two. Oh yeah, United play home against Fulham as well. We got Anthony, Bruno Fernandes, and Jadon Sancho are the attacking trio. With that man, Anthony Martial, playing up top. No Marcus Rashford today. Not fit enough to get into the match day. But he is on the bench alongside Harry Maguire, Malacia, Fred, Weghorst, all on the bench. Garnacho also. Let's give you the Chelsea team news. Frank Lampard will be replaced. The question is, who comes in? Is it going to be Poch? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Kepa Arrizabalaga is in goal. It's a back four of Cesar, Azpilicueta, Wesley Fofana, Trevor, Chalobah, and Hall. Chukwuemeka, Fernandez, and Gallagher are the midfield three, with Mudryk, Madueke, and Kai Havertz playing up top. So it's a 4-3-3 for Chelsea against a 4-2-3-1 for Manchester United. Koulibaly, Ziyech, Loftus-Cheek, Joao Felix, Pulisic, Thiago Silva, Mendy all on the bench. It's the red side of Manchester against the blue side of London. It's north against south. Who comes out on top? Manchester United in all competitions between Martial and Sancho, they only have 14 goals and 5 assists. They need to double those for next season, but it's all about this season. It's all about this season. The question is, who comes out on top? Martial in the Manchester United squad today. Jadon Sancho as well. Jadon Sancho against Lewis Hall. Started last 3 Premier League games for Chelsea. His only appearances since January. So he played well in what I can't remember which game we streamed here live on Couch Sports Football. I can't remember if it was it Aston Villa, was it? So I can't remember who it was against. Oh no, it was Liverpool maybe. When he appeared, he had an opportunity. Manchester United, a huge game on the cards for them. Who comes out on top, ladies and gentlemen? Well, it's going to be Chelsea. Who's going to kick off? Chelsea in their blue kit. Manchester United in their red kit. Chelsea shooting from right to left. Manchester United from left to right. Ladies and gentlemen, the kick-off for the race for top 4 starts now. This is the final game. The penultimate game before the end of the season. And can Manchester United put their title race to bed as they thread the path through by Anthony, but it's intercepted by Enzo Fernandez and is cleared away all the way out to Luke Shaw on this left-hand side. Ladies and gentlemen, Manchester United shooting from left to right. Chelsea from right to left. Who comes out on top? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Here we go. Rafael Varane back in the squad. Feeds the ball out to the shine side towards Aaron Wan-Bissaka. First time into Anthony. Returns it back to Wan-Bissaka, but Gallagher is there. Feeds it into Mudryk, but it's intercepted, and Lewis Hall goes all the way back to Chalobah and Kepa. Arrizabalaga is there, and he hits it high up top. Anthony jumping up against Mudryk, but it falls to Christian Eriksen. Back to Casemiro. Bruno. First time into Anthony. Tries to return it back, but Chelsea win the ball back. And Gallagher loses the ball to Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes bring the ball forward into Martial. Back to Bruno. Wan-Bissaka is free down the side. But he can't find him. Bruno keeps it alive. Sancho one over the keeper. Azpilicueta's there. Forces the corner on that left-hand side for Manchester United. Claims for a handball. Nothing given. Nothing given. Sancho is on side. The question is, was it a handball? We have to wait and see. Corner here for Manchester United on the left-hand side. Luke Shaw near post, cleared away into the path of Bruno Fernandes. Out to the right side towards Anthony. Left foot into the box. Can he find a Manchester United player? No, he can't. Oh, we got Bussin with the follow. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Where are you from and who do you support? Are you a Manchester United fan? Are you a Chelsea fan? Or are you just a fan of football? Here we go with Luke Shaw on the ball. Into the path of Bruno Fernandes. Right foot into the box. And it's Hall who'll pick up the ball in his own box. And he'll look for an avenue. But he cleared away. And Lindelof falls to the ground. And it falls to Lindelof on the right side. Kai Havertz trying to bring the ball forward here. Backwards to Madueke. Chelsea with an opportunity here on that right side. 1-on-1 against Luke Shaw. Back in his favourite position. Back to Chukwuemeka with a shot. And it's over the bar. And it's a Manchester United goal kick on this left-hand side. All coming from a Lindelof slip there. But Manchester United have it covered. United all the way, mate. That's brilliant to hear, Busain. My question to you, my fellow Manchester United fan, I too am a Manchester United fan. My question to you is, what made you support Manchester United? And who's your favourite Manchester United player of all time? This is something we always do. when someone new comes by. So let me know what made you support Manchester United, and who's your favourite of all time. Here we go with Victor Lindelof on the ball for Manchester United on this left-hand side. Manchester United will want to try and get a result tonight, not just for top four, but confidence. Get a result tonight, get a result on Sunday, go into the final in form as Jadon Sancho picks up the ball deep in the Chelsea half. Luke Shaw into Bruno Fernandes on that left-hand side. Christian Eriksen tries to feed the ball forward. It's intercepted by Chelsea. Chukwuemeka threads it into Enzo Fernandez, tries to feed Mudryk on the halfway line. His passes into Gallagher. Gallagher out to hold on the center side. Who's in behind here? Anthony's doing his best to get there. Wan-Bissaka is there, but Gallagher couldn't get his shot. Sorry, Mudryk couldn't get his shot on target. And it goes wide, and that was a big opportunity there for Chelsea. Big opportunity. Hall with a beautiful run down this side. Anthony's doing his best to get back. He puts it across the middle towards Mudryk, and Mudryk shot. He couldn't get it on target. I think he just didn't get a clear connection on it. Goes out for a goal kick on the right side for Manchester United. Very lucky in the first couple of minutes of the game. Honestly, I just picked a team at random. It ended up being United. Gotta say, Cristiano Ronaldo, CR7. Is my favorite player. I understand what you mean. Cristiano Ronaldo gave us so many brilliant memories in his first stint at Manchester United. He gave us a few memories in his second stint. Obviously not. It's a ball point over the top. Martial miscontrols it. Chalobah's there to clear away. Martial there with an opportunity to create something. Needs to control it in his stride. Rafael Varane with a beautiful ball over the top. Fofana misjudges it. Martial can't control it in his stride. And it goes out to Luke Shaw on that left-hand side into Christian Eriksen. Referee pulls it back for a Manchester United free kick. Down that left-hand side, 5 minutes play. Busin. Cristiano Ronaldo is the favourite player. You think about that goal in the Champions League from 40 yards out. You think about the free kick against Portsmouth. You think about the goal against Arsenal in the Champions League. And also that counter. Ronaldo, Rooney, Tevez. Absolute deadly. Here we got a free kick for Manchester United on the left-hand side. 5.5 minutes played. 2 big opportunities for Chelsea. Manchester United with an opportunity as Christian Eriksen puts the ball into the box. And it's Casemiro. 1-0 here on Cal Sports Football, ladies and gentlemen. Huge goal for Manchester United in this race for top 4. You look at that opportunity for Chukwuemeka. You look at the opportunity for Mudryk. Manchester United, you thought they'd given the opportunity away when Martial miscontrols it. But it's Casemiro who gets on the end of a free kick. Where are the defenders? Casemiro has got history of getting in between defenders when it comes to set pieces. Where are defenders? Where is Fofana? Where is Chalobah? Enzo? Kepa, Arrizabalaga? Why is no one sensing the danger? There will be a VAR check for this. But have Manchester United given themselves something to build on in this race for top 4? And it is 1-0, ladies and gentlemen. Manchester United have scored in the 5th minute to make it 1-0 here. Chelsea restart for the second time in this game. Hall on the ball. Nearly loses it to Anthony, but manages to hold on to it. Finds the pass into Chukwuemeka, who goes backwards to Chalobah, and he goes all the way back to Arrizabalaga, being charged down by Martial. Returns it quickly to Chalobah. 1-2 with Hall, and Chalobah clears the ball down the line into the path of Rafael Varane on the halfway line. Being harassed by Gallagher, but Varane does well to hold on to the ball and go all the way back to David here on this left-hand side. As it stands, Manchester United go third in the table and gives them a place in the top four for the Champions League next season. Here we go with Jadon Sancho bringing the ball forward into the Chelsea half. 1-on-1 against Azpilicueta. It's brother Bruno. Bruno could have taken his stride. Goes all the way back to the keeper on the right side. Chalobah to restart the game for Chelsea. High up top, headed away by Rafael Varane. Wan-Bissaka tries to keep it alive, but it falls to Mudryk down this left-hand side on the halfway line. Can't get away from Casemiro. And Manchester United will counter Casemiro into rather Bruno. Bruno in between the lines. Back heel to Christian Eriksen, but it's intercepted by Madueke. Havertz goes out wide to Havertz. 1-on-1 against Luke Shaw into the battle for Varane. His pass to Gallagher's a short one. It allows Aaron Wan-Bissaka to get there. Manchester United giving Chelsea moments in this game. Manchester United giving Chelsea moments in this game. Ten minutes into the game, Manchester United 1, Chelsea 0. Wan-Bissaka goes backwards to Rafael Varane. Feeds the ball down the line towards Anthony Martial, who holds the ball up well, but he loses it to Madueke, but Martial wins it back here. And he brings the ball forward into the Chelsea half. He's got Christian Eriksen to his left and Jadon Sancho. He goes out to that left-hand side towards Jadon Sancho. 1-on-1 against Azpilicueta into Martial. Returns it back to Sancho, but Madueke is there to win the ball back, and Enzo finds Gallagher, and Gallagher's got space on the centre circle to drive into the Manchester United half. Manchester United very open in the middle of the park here. Manages to find the pass out wide to Kai Havertz, but it's behind him, and it allows Manchester United to get back into position. He manages to find Gallagher on that right side, backwards to Madueke, into the path of Azpilicueta, into Chukwuemeka, Enzo Fernandez. Back to Chukwuemeka on that right side. Bringing the ball forward into the path of Enzo Fernandez. Back to Gallagher. Azpilicueta threads it in between the lines towards Madueke on that right side. 1-on-1 against Casemiro. It looked like he stopped playing then, but the game referee Manchester United managed to win it back, and they lose it there. Jadon Sancho into the path of Fofana on the centre circle. Enzo Fernandez takes it on the turn. Goes into the path of Chukwuemeka. Madueke tries to go around the outside of Luke Shaw. 1-on-1 against it. What's he going to do this time? Cuts it back. And he goes backwards to Azpilicueta. Here we go with Chalobah on the centre circle. How are we all doing, Manchester United fans? Chelsea fans? Let me know in the chat where you're from and who you support. Let me know what you think of the game. Are you happy with it so far? Here we go with Azpilicueta on that right side. 1-on-1 against Jadon Sancho. Squares into the of Chukwuemeka into Kai Havertz, who has time to turn. There's no one around him for Manchester United. Goes out to that right side, but it's intercepted there by Jadon Sancho. Casemiro can't get there. Chukwuemeka does. Into Gallagher. Gallagher cuts away. Tries to return it, but it's intercepted. It's going to come back at him. And it goes out wide to Azpilicueta. Manchester United struggling to get out of their own box here. Gallagher on the edge of the box loses the ball to Casemiro. Into Enzo Fernandez. Chukwuemeka on the ball. To Hall. Backwards to Fofana. To Chukwuemeka. Tries to go around the outside of Christian Eriksen, and he does. But his pass is intercepted by Jadon Sancho. But Gallagher manages to go out wide to Azpilicueta. 1-on-1 against Luke Shaw. Into the path of Gallagher, who's in the box here. He has time to turn, but he slips once he's shooting. Lewis Hall will try and get there ahead of Anthony, but Manchester United win it back. And Bruno's pass is misplaced. Can Wan-Bissaka get there? Yes, he does. He wins it back for Manchester United. And it's Bruno Fernandes on the ball. Threads the pass into Martial. First time into Anthony. Can he keep it inside the pitch here? Yes, he does. Aaron Wan-Bissaka's alongside him. Lewis Hall comes over to cover. So does Chalobah. Anthony driving on the edge of the box. Urged to shoot by the Manchester United fans. And he does in the end, but he slips. And he goes out for a goal kick on the Shine side. 13 minutes into the game. Manchester United 1. Chelsea 0. Courtesy of that man, Casemiro, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go with Chelsea on the ball on the Shine side. With Chalobah. Goes all the way back to Arrizabalaga. Returns it back to him. Chalobah on the ball on the Shine side. Threads it into the path of Enzo Fernandez. Asking for the players to make a movement, but not. Squares it into the path of Fofana, who now brings the ball forward here for Chelsea. Havertz is through the middle, but he goes out to this left-hand side towards Hall. Hall now, one-on-one against Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He goes backwards to Enzo. Enzo switches it out to that right side towards Madueke, who's ahead of Luke Shaw, but he can't control it. Goes out for a goal kick on this left-hand side. "14 minutes played. Manchester United 1, Chelsea 0. Manchester United restart on this left-hand side, courtesy of David De Gea. Rafael Varane now on the ball. Into Battle Lindelof. Back to Rafael Varane on this left-hand side. Returns it back to where it came, Lindelof. And he holds onto the ball here. Squares it back to Rafael Varane. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Manchester United just slowing the game down a bit. Chelsea seems to have him on the counter. Bruno into Martial. First time into Anthony. He leaves it to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He's got Bruno to his eye. He's trying to go around the outside of Hall. Backwards to Bruno. Bruno switches it into Martial. First time into Anthony, but the keeper is there. Kepa gathers it in his hands here. Manchester United look like they want to run today. Fofana goes backwards to Kepa. Martial is there. Threads it into Enzo. First time into Fofana. Returns it back. Chelsea trying to play out of their own half here. Fofana on the ball on the Shine side. What plays a 1-2 with Chukwuemeka. And he lays it into the path of Chalobah. Chalobah into Hall down the Shine side, who's had a few opportunities to run forward. He switches over the top towards Madueke, but it's headed away by Shaw. Chukwuemeka gets on the end of the pass and it falls to Gallagher on the centre circle. Out wide to Madueke, but he loses it to Luke Shaw and it comes off the Chelsea man for a throwing on that left-hand side. Manchester United just need to be careful. Given a few moments down either flanks and through the middle, looking a bit open. Most wins by Manchester United manager in their debut season, 40. Interesting. Luke Shaw into the path of Martial. Holds the ball up well, but can he find the Manchester United player? No, he can't. Christian Eriksen loses the header to Fofana. Mudryk brings the ball under control, but Martial's there to win it back, and he goes out to the Shine side towards Anthony. One-on-one against Hall. He's got no one there alongside him. He holds onto the ball, Anthony. Wan-Bissaka's coming over. So is Bruno. He goes to his left, lets it put into the pass of Eriksen, but it's cleared away by Chalobah, and it falls to Casemiro. And Anthony comes backwards here to Victor Lindelof on the centre circle. Luke Shaw takes the ball off him here. 16 minutes played. Manchester United 1, Chelsea 0. Lindelof on the centre circle. Into the path of Christian Eriksen. And Christian Eriksen goes backwards to Victor Lindelof on the centre circle. Christian Eriksen on the ball on the left-hand side. Bring the ball forward here. Into Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw over the top towards Bruno Fernandes. Back heel towards Martial, but Chalobah's well positioned. And Chelsea come away with it, but Enzo loses the ball to Casemiro. Chukwuemeka is there. Advantage is given, it falls to Azpilicueta on the Shine side. Madueke just hits it out of play. And it's going to be Chelsea to restart on the Shine side. He doesn't get any of the player either. Catches him where? Guy Neville, get your glasses on. Get your glasses on, Guy Neville. Here we go, Kepa Arrizabalaga on this right side. Squares it into Chalobah. And Fofana restarts here for Chelsea on this right side. Chukwuemeka. To Mudryk. Threads it into Enzo Fernandez. Takes on the turn. Up top towards Havertz. Chelsea, Lindelof is there. Gallagher can't get there ahead of Casemiro, and he unleashes Bruno Fernandes, but Chalobah's quickly there, and Eriksen over the top towards Anthony. It's 3-on-1 here. Anthony bringing the ball forward here. He's got Casemiro alongside him. He goes into Martial. 1-on-1 against the keeper. Heavy touch by Anthony Martial. And Kepa Arrizabalaga will restart. What are Manchester United doing there? Christian Eriksen with a beautiful ball over the top towards Anthony. Bringing the ball forward here. Heavy touch by Martial. Why is he not hitting it first time? What is he doing? Enzo hits it out of play. As Azpilicueta goes down here off the ball. What is Martial doing, man? Just waiting for Azpilicueta to get some treatment here. Thiago Silva getting some, warming up, 20 minutes played. Azpilicueta. That would put, Chalobah to the right back and Thiago into centre-back role. Azpilicueta's back up on the pitch now. Let's see if he can carry on. Here we go with Enzo Fernandez. Out to the left-hand side towards Hall on the halfway line. Threads it behind the lines towards Gallagher. Wan-Bissaka tracking back. Gallagher, what is he doing? He slipped about 6 times before falling over there. Hall comes over to take the throwing down the left-hand side. Backwards to Gallagher. Into Enzo. Enzo goes back to Chalobah and threads it into Batha Fofana on the centre circle. Azpilicueta looks to have run off whatever he felt before. Madueke on the ball now, 1-on-1 against Jadon Sancho, doing very well on his defensive work for Manchester United. Gallagher on the centre circle. Back to Chalobah. Fofana bringing the ball forward. Younger starting lineups, all-time Premier League today. Manchester United, 23 years of age. Wow. Enzo Fernandez brought down by Bruno Fernandes. Free kick for Chelsea in the Manchester United half. How are we all doing in the chat, ladies and gentlemen? Enzo Fernandez on the halfway line. Backwards to Fofana. Chalobah on the right side. To Hall. Backwards to Chalobah. He goes out wide to Wesley Fofana on that right side. Chelsea have managed to settle a bit down, going 1 goal behind. Can they pull one back before half-time with Kai Havertz on the ball out to that right side towards Madueke, 1-on-1 against Luke Shaw. Couple of feints, goes down the left, goes round the out. Right-hand side, he gets himself into the box, but Luke Shaw covers well. It goes out for a corner on that left-hand side for Manchester United. Sorry, for Chelsea. Twenty-two minutes played here. Chelsea conceded from a set piece. Can they score from one is the question. They struggled to score goals this season. Least amount of goals in their Premier League history. Ball whips into the box from the corner. Chalobah is there. He's headed away. Claims for something by Chalobah. Nothing given as Martial comes away with it. Throws it into the path of Anthony down the right side. He gets himself into the Chelsea box. Mudryk is tracking back. He's got Martial to his left, but he holds onto the ball. Anthony. Wan-Bissaka is making the run behind and he finds him. Mudryk is tracking back still. Wan-Bissaka into Anthony. Gallagher's there alongside him. Can he get away from Chalobah? No, he can't. And Chelsea come away with a ball with Enzo Fernandez. Backwards to Kepa. Anthony stays down on the ground. Havertz can't get there ahead of Varane. Lindelof will head it into the path of Wan-Bissaka. And he's... Let's have a look at the replay for this. Anthony's on the ground in pain. Just waiting for the physios to have a word. Erik ten Hag there having a word with Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho there having a word with Erik ten Hag, letting him know what he wants. Anthony's still on the ground here for Manchester United. And he's still on the ground here, Anthony. Erik ten Hag having a word. Oh, he's going to be stretched off here, Anthony. Shows a replay of what happened. Let's have a look. So he... Marcus Rashford warming up here. I don't think he would have wanted to get Marcus Rashford on the pitch this early. So has he not brought Garnacho on? Jadon Sancho goes down the right. Marcus Rashford down the left. Martial through the middle. He's back up on his feet, Anthony. He can't even put weight on it. Oh no, he's in pain. He can't even put weight on that. Chalobah coming over to console Anthony. Show us a replay again, man. We need to see what actually happened. I'm sure you have a few different replays. Erik ten Hag there having a word with his counterpart. Last thing Anthony Villa wanted to be was to lose his place in the team after in the FA Cup final, should I say? Manchester United forced into an early substitution on the 27th minute here. As Anthony makes way for Marcus Rashford. Dalot and Garnacho going over. Dalot in talks to sign a contract extension. Marcus Rashford on the pitch here. Yeah, so Sancho goes down the right in his favoured position. Rashford on the left and Martial through the middle. Anthony coming off here, stretcher down the tunnel. Victor Lindelof now into the path of Rafael Varane on this left-hand side. Manchester United 1, Chelsea 0. Wan-Bissaka to David De Gea. Victor Lindelof on this left-hand side. Christian Eriksen loses the ball. Enzo Fernandez can't find a man, but it falls to Manchester United as Christian Eriksen feeds the ball up top towards Marcus Rashford. His first introduction into the game is to watch a ball go out of play for a Manchester United throwing on that left-hand side. Then a high foot. Luke Shaw steps over to take the throwing. Plays a 1-2 with Christian Eriksen to Marcus Rashford, but it's intercepted there by Chukwuemeka. Azpilicueta into Enzo. Enzo being harassed by Bruno. It goes out wide to Madueke. Gallagher goes onto the ball on the halfway line. Manages to find a pass into Madueke. Backwards into Chukwuemeka on the halfway line. Centre circle is Chalobah. Bringing the ball forward into the Manchester United half. Out to the left-hand side towards Hall. Gallagher makes a running behind, but Hall goes square to Chukwuemeka. Backwards to Fofana. Chalobah. Enzo makes his way back to Fofana on the centre circle. Chalobah looking for some movement out the pitch, but nothing found. He squares it to Fofana, who threads a pass into Madueke, and he's got Azpilicueta down the right side. 1-1 against Luke Shaw. Squares it into Havertz, into Madueke, gets away from Lindelof on the right side. Luke Shaw's coming back to help out. Backwards to Azpilicueta, holds onto the ball down the right side of the pitch, squares it into Chukwuemeka, tries to go around the outside of Bruno Fernandes, out wide to Madueke. 1-1 against Shaw, puts the ball into the box, but Casemiro is there to head it out for the Chelsea, throwing down the right side. 30 minutes played here. Chalobah on the ball. Gallagher in the Manchester United half. Into the path of Mudryk, but he gives too much to Rafael Varane, and Manchester United come away with it here with Jadon Sancho on the right side, and it's 4-on-3 for Manchester United. Martial through the right, Rashford through the left. He's got Bruno alongside him. He goes into Martial, but it's a misplaced pass again by Manchester United, and Chelsea come away with the ball. How many opportunities are Chelsea going to give Manchester United before they put one to bed? Here we go with Kai Havertz on the centre circle. Into the path of Enzo. Gallagher through the middle, but he goes out to Hall down the left-hand side. Christian Eriksen tracking back. Hall puts the ball into the box, and Havertz is there, and Havertz heads wide. Manchester United giving Chelsea opportunities in this game. Heads it wide, Kai Havertz. Lewis Hall with a beautiful ball into the box, and Havertz is there. He doesn't even head it on target. There's no one around him. He heads it straight on. He just needed to let it go past his head a little bit more. It hits the top of his head, and it's wide. Manchester United restart. They need to wake up here, Manchester United. There may be a goal up, but they're giving Chelsea opportunities, and they're not taking their own. Wan-Bissaka on the halfway line to Jadon Sancho. Casemiro to Martial on the turn. He manages to go out to Luke Shaw on that left-hand side. Luke Shaw bringing the ball forward here. Into the path of Marcus Rashford. 1-1 against Azpilicueta. Goes around the outside, gets himself into the box, but he can't get away from Fofana. Bruno brings the ball under control in the box. Brought down by Fofana. Claims for a penalty, nothing given. Fofana's pass is intercepted by Casemiro. If there's no penalty ref, then that's a yellow card. Christian Eriksen. Bruno still on the ground here. Wan-Bissaka bringing the ball forward here. To Sancho. Tries to go around the outside of Mudryk and Hall. But it goes off the Chelsea player and it goes off for throwing on the side side. The referee comes over to have a word with Bruno. Let's have a look. Fofana. Manchester United win the throwing here, but Gallagher wins the ball back. Can Rashford get there? No, he can't, but Shaw's there. And it falls to Bruno. And Lindelof has the ball on the halfway line. Luke Shaw harassed by Havertz. Bruno takes another turn here. Switches it over the top towards Martial, but it's overhit and Kepa gathers it in his hands on the shine side. Azpilicueta keeps the ball in play. Havertz spins away from Lindelof, but he's brought down. It's going to be a free kick, Chelsea on the shine side. Still claiming for a penalty, Bruno Fernandes. Chukwuemeka. Madueke makes a run into the box, but Chukwuemeka goes around the outside of Lindelof. Bruno's tracking back. He needs to be careful. Bruno, last thing he wants to do is give a penalty away. And Manchester United win the ball back with Casemiro. Rashford can't take it away. Manages to find Bruno. Bruno into Casemiro. Casemiro into Bruno. Rashford makes a run. So does Martial. Bruno bringing the ball forward down the left-hand side. Manchester United need to make this count. They've had far too many counters that have just been wasted. Rashford down the ball on the left-hand side. Christian Eriksen, Martial, Sancho. He's got Martial. Goes on the outside of Azpilicueta. Right foot shot is blocked. Christian Eriksen will try and keep it alive here. Bruno lays it into Rashford. Rashford gets it out of his feet. Can't get away from Madueke, but he manages to find a pass to Christian Eriksen. Out wide to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka into Casemiro, who gets himself into the box, but he couldn't take it in his stride. And it goes all the way back to Rafael Varane. Manchester United pounding on this door when they get the opportunity. But sometimes they're missing the door completely. Rafael Varane bringing the ball forward, gets away from Mudryk, but he can't get away from Enzo. And Gallagher brings the ball forward down the left-hand side. Goes off the Chelsea man. I think that's a Manchester United throw. Yes, it is on the halfway line. "35 minutes played. Wan-Bissaka goes backwards to Rafael Varane, who gets away from Havertz. Referee, that's a yellow card, surely. That's a yellow card, surely. Nothing given. There was no attempt to play the ball there, referee. What are you doing? Bruno Fernandes plays a 1-2 with Victor Lindelof here on the left-hand side. Holds onto the ball in his own half. Madueke is applying the pressure. He goes backwards to David De Gea, where Kai Havertz comes over into Victor Lindelof on this left-hand side. Backwards to Casemiro. Rafael Varane now on the ball. Wan-Bissaka. Back to Varane. Back to Wan-Bissaka. Sometimes looks like a headless chicken, Varane, when he has the ball. David De Gea plays a 1-2 with Wan-Bissaka on this left-hand side. Back to David De Gea. Manchester United trying to play out their own half. Martial can't bring the ball under control. Free kick, Manchester United on the centre circle. Manchester United 1, Chelsea 0, ladies and gentlemen. Rafael Varane now. Plays a 1-2 with Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka on this left-hand side. Into the path of Luke Shaw. Victor Lindelof is ahead of him. Shaw holds onto the ball, comes backwards to David De Gea. Madueke applying the pressure. David De Gea out to the shine side towards Jadon Sancho. It's over Lewis Hall. Can he keep it in play here? Yes, he does. And he goes all the way back to Kepa Arrizabalaga, where Chelsea will restart. Martial comes over to apply some pressure. Manages to find a pass to Fofana. Azpilicueta down the line and goes out for a Chelsea throwing here. Havertz gets away from Christian Eriksen. Tries to find a Chelsea player. He goes backwards to Enzo. Enzo on this left-hand side. Into Brother Mudryk. Mudryk on the halfway line. Bring the ball for here. Hall makes a rapid run. 1-on-1 against Sancho. He gets his central. Manages to find Gallagher. Returns it back to Mudryk. Mudryk gets himself on the edge of the box to Havertz, but Victor Lindelof is there. Mudryk will try and get the end of it. Luke Shaw is there. But Casemiro is there to clear it away. And it'll fall to Chukwuemeka. Great football there by Chelsea to get themselves in and around the box. But just didn't have the final quality. Here we go with Enzo Fernandez on the centre circle. Chalobah to hold on this left-hand side. Back to Chalobah. Enzo Fernandez goes into the path of Fofana. And it's now Kai Havertz with Madueke making the run into the box. But Havertz tries to take a shot from distance, but it's blocked by Victor Lindelof. And it goes all the way back to Chukwuemeka on the touchline. Backwards to Fofana. Manchester United just need to be careful. You see those passages of play. You see the one-touch passing by Chelsea, getting themselves away from Manchester United players. With a bit more quality in the final third, they're 3 goals up in this game. Azpilicueta gets away from Luke Shaw. Backwards to Chukwuemeka, returns it into the path of Azpilicueta. Enzo to Mudryk, but it's a heavy touch. And it goes out for a goal kick on this left-hand side. 39 minutes played. "39 minutes played. Manchester United 1, Chelsea 0, courtesy of that man, Casemiro. But Chelsea have had their chances, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea have had their chances. Mudryk. Chelsea to have a throwing on the halfway line. 1-2 with Azpilicueta, makes it, goes all the way back to Kepa. Fofana is there. Into Kepa, but Martial's charging him down. Manages to find a pass into Enzo, backwards to Kepa. But there's no Manchester United player there, and Fofana goes out wide to Azpilicueta down our right side. Backwards to Fofana. Squares it to Chalobah. Plays it into Chukwuemeka. He goes backwards to Fofana on the right side. 40 minutes played. Chukwuemeka bringing the ball forward into the centre circle, and he tries with the ball into the Manchester United half. Madueke is free down that right side, and he's behind 1-on-1 against Rashford. Madueke tries to go around the outside, and he does. He puts the ball into the back post, but Wan-Bissaka is there. Teared away. Hall will keep it alive here. Into Havertz, back to Hall. Sancho is there, but Hall manages to find a pass to Mudryk. Enzo Fernandez takes it out of his feet into Chukwuemeka. Out to that Madueke on that right side. 1-on-1 against Rashford. He tries to go around the outside this time. Across the middle towards Gallagher, but Lindelof is there. Manchester United managed to recover with Bruno Fernandes here. And it's a wayward pass by Bruno. Allows Chelsea to win the ball back with Enzo Fernandez. Driving the ball to the edge of the box here. Into the path of Havertz. Tries the back heel. But it's not into the path of Mudryk. Keeps the ball alive into Madueke. Azpilicueta's down that right side. And Mudryk is in behind. He puts it into the box, but it's going to fall to Lewis Hall. He puts the ball under control. His shot is blocked by Wan-Bissaka. Martial picks up the loose ball here. Surrounded by Chelsea players. Chalobah wins the ball back. Goes out for a Chelsea throwing down the left-hand side. Chelsea on top in the final 5 minutes of this game. Hall to take the throwing. Into Gallagher. Bruno's there to clear it. Goes out for a Chelsea throwing down the left-hand side. 42 minutes played. Hall to take the throwing here on the left-hand side for Chelsea. Can Chelsea get one back before half-time? They've had their chances. Hall on the ball. All the way back to Fofana on the centre circle. Bringing the ball forward here. Squares it into the path of Chalobah. Chalobah on the turn. Enzo. Nearly loses the ball there to Rashford, but Azpilicueta gets there. But Manchester United win it back with Rashford. Into Rafa Martial. Can he get away from Fofana? Yes, he does, but he can't get away from Azpilicueta. And he goes all the way back to the keeper on the Giant side. Fofana on the Giant side. Short to Fernandez. Chukwuemeka to Havertz. Out wide to Madueke. Feeds the ball over the top towards Chukwuemeka on that right side. Havertz is alongside him. He holds onto the ball. Chukwuemeka squares it into Havertz. Havertz holds onto the ball backwards to Enzo Fernandez. Left foot in towards the back post is Mudryk. But Wan-Bissaka's there to win the header. Jadon Sancho brings the ball under control. Wan-Bissaka into Casemiro, but he can't take it in his stride. And Gallagher wins the back. And Manchester United need to be careful here. 43 minutes play. Fofana on the halfway line. Threads it into the path of Havertz. Returns it to Madueke. Azpilicueta with a beautiful back heel towards Gallagher. Gallagher takes it out of his feet. But it goes out for a goal kick on this left-hand side. Goal kick Manchester United on this left-hand side with a minute of the 45 to go plus added time. Wouldn't be surprised if we get about 3 minutes of added time here. Here we go with Christian Eriksen on the ball on the left-hand side for Manchester United. Surrounded by Chukwuemeka. Goes out for a Manchester United throwing on the left-hand side. Quickly taken, headed away. But Azpilicueta, Madueke will come away the ball here for Chelsea. Gets away from Casemiro. Can't get away from Christian Eriksen. Free kick given Chelsea's way. 44 minutes play. 20 seconds left. Plus added time. Enzo plays a 1-2 with Chalobah. Havertz to Madueke, gets away from Lindelof and he drives with the ball towards the edge of the box, squares it into Enzo. He's got a hold on this left hand side. He manages to find a pass to Gallagher. Gallagher's shot is wide. Again, Chelsea getting behind, but they just can't get it on target. Madueke gets away from Lindelof and he drives with the ball. Enzo manages to find a pass to Gallagher, who's behind the defenders. And his shot is just wide. Just scuffs it. Doesn't get a clear connection on it at all. Manchester United going to wake up or what? Goal kick on this left hand side. 6 minutes of added time. 'Manchester United restart from this free kick here. Casemiro to restart on this left hand side. 6 minutes of added time, ladies and gentlemen. He squares it into Rafael Varane. Bringing the ball forward here. Into Rafa Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka returns it back from where it came to Rafael Varane on the right side. Gets away from Mudryk with ease. Who's the attacker there? Here we go with Jadon Sancho. Goes all the way back to Lindelof on the centre circle. .47 minutes played of the first half. We got 6 minutes of added time, ladies and gentlemen. 3 minutes to go. Just over 3. Here we go with Enzo Fernandez on the shine side. Chelsea with huge opportunities to get themselves back into this game. Gallagher on the halfway line. Into Enzo. Manages to return the pass, but Mudryk can't get there. Bruno will. And he'll bring the ball forward on the centre circle, out to the side towards Jadon Sancho. Chalobah comes over to cover. Bruno trying to bust this gut to get into the box. Sancho holds onto it here. Backwards to Christian Eriksen, and it's a misplaced pass. And Chelsea will come away with it here with Fofana. Again, Manchester United give Chelsea a lifeline here. But Chelsea return the favour, and it goes out for a Manchester United throwing. Luke Shaw on the halfway line to take the throwing. 1.5 to go of the first half of added time. Luke Shaw to Rashford. Martial takes it in his stride down the left-hand side. Tries to go around the outside of Madueke. Holding onto the ball here in the corner. Manchester United. Rashford picks up the loose ball. Casemiro. Into Bruno. Urged to shoot. And he manages to go back to Casemiro. And this time he'll urge to shoot. And he finds Jadon Sancho one-on-one with the keeper. Into Rashford. And he puts it into the back of the net. Anthony Martial. But is that an own goal? We'll have to wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. But of all the lifelines Manchester United have given Chelsea in this game, they've recovered to get another goal and make it 2-0 before half-time. 50th minute on the clock, and it all comes from Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes, you think he's done too much. Enzo nicks the ball off him, but it falls to Casemiro. He sees Jadon Sancho make the running behind. Chalobah hold ball watching, and he squares it into Martial, and Martial puts it into the back of the net and makes it 2-0 here for Manchester United. Hole on the ball on the try side. Can't get away from Wan-Bissaka, and Jadon Sancho wins the ball back. Tries to make Chalobah, but it's intercepted. Sancho wins the ball back here. Holds onto the ball here. And it goes out for a Manchester United throwing down the try side. A penny for his thoughts. Frank Lampard. I could count 6 or 7 chances. That's half time, ladies and gentlemen. It's Chelsea 0, Manchester United 2 in this first half. In the race for top 4, courtesy of that man Casemiro. Casemiro scores a header from a set piece, and he sets up Jadon Sancho, who squares it onto Martial with an empty net. And it's 2-0, ladies and gentlemen. That is not how the half went. Chelsea had their moments. We'll have to wait and see what the second half brings. I'll see you shortly, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Second half here on Cat Sports Football between Manchester United and Chelsea. One team fighting for top four, the other one fighting to score. But Manchester United are lucky that Chelsea haven't put this game to bed. They had their chances in the first half, Chelsea. You're talking about 3, 4, maybe 5 chances. Manchester United giving Chelsea lifeline after lifeline, not putting their chances to bed either. But still managed to find themselves 2-0 up, ladies and gentlemen. Luke Shaw's come off here for Malacia. Manchester United forced into another substitution. Here we go, that's Malacia. Yeah, Malacia's come on here for Luke Shaw. Havertz on the right side. Bringing the ball forward here. Gallagher makes a run behind, but Havertz goes out to that left-hand side towards Mudryk. Wan-Bissaka intercepts it. And it comes out to Chalobah here. 2-0. Manchester United 2, Chelsea 0. Madueke comes backwards to Fofana. On the halfway line. To Enzo. Backwards to Chalobah. Squares it to Fofana. Madueke into the path of Havertz. And it goes all the way back to Chalobah on the centre circle. Chelsea 0, Manchester United 2. I'd love to see how many chances they actually had in the first half, Chelsea. 7 shots, none on target. 7 shots, none on target for Chelsea. It could have been 6-0 in that first half. Fofana bringing the ball forward here for Chelsea on this left-hand side. Chalobah on the 48th minute. Back to Fofana. From where it came. Gallagher makes a run behind, but it goes out wide to Madueke. 1-2 with Havertz. Bringing the ball forward here. Loses it to Malacia. Madueke wins the ball back. Gallagher with the ball on the right side. Returns the pass to Madueke, who's in behind here. 1-on-1 against Casemiro, who does well. And it comes off the Chelsea man for a Manchester United throwing down the right side. Malacia to take the throwing. On the right side. Towards Martial, headed away by Azpilicueta. Victor Lindelof will go out for a goal kick on the right side. Manchester United 2, Chelsea 0. Joao Felix. Bruno on the centre circle to Martial on the halfway line. Returns it back to Bruno. 1-on-1 against Chalobah. Jadon Sancho makes a run behind, but Hall is there. And plays a 1-2 with Kepa Arrizabalaga. And brings the ball forward here for Hall. Hall's played well for Chelsea in the games that I've seen him. Obviously, he's no Ben Chilwell, but he gives his all. And he's composed. Azpilicueta plays it short to Chalobah. Hall down the line towards Mudryk, who gets the header for Varane. 1-on-1 against him. He brings it central. Havertz goes left. Madueke goes right. He takes a shot. And De Gea is forced to make a save here. It's trickling towards him. But he was still forced to make a save on the 50th minute. Chalobah heads it into Hall. Madueke backwards to Fernandez on the centre circle. Looks for a run off the ball, but no one's running for Chelsea. You need to move the ball. Azpilicueta get the first goal, and the second game becomes interesting. Madueke on the right side gets away from Wan-Bissaka. Enzo Fernandez on the edge of the box into the path of Hall on the left hand side. Backwards to Chalobah on the centre circle. Enzo It sends it back to Chalobah on the halfway line. Out to Hall down that left-hand side. You feel Hall and Madueke, the players that are going to create something here for Chelsea. Gallagher squares it to Havertz. On the Shine side. Tries to go around the inside of Rashford, but Christian Eriksen takes the ball off him, and Manchester United will counter here, and it's 5-on-4. Can Manchester United create something here? Christian Eriksen bringing the ball for Enzo, is tracking him into Bruno. Sancho is to his driver. Bruno switches it out to the center. Sancho's Rashford. Rashford will bring the ball under control here. 1-on-1 against Wesley Fofana. Martial alongside him, so is Wan-Bissaka. He goes into Wan-Bissaka. Backwards to Rashford, who switches it back to Malacia. Takes it on the turn. Casemiro to Bruno to Malacia to Rashford. Wan-Bissaka's in the box here. Cuts in on his drive for. Takes the shot. It's blocked. Bruno to Malacia. Malacia to Rashford. Ball's in the box here. Rashford holds on to it here. 1-on-1 against Chalobah. Into Malacia. Across the 6-yard. And Manchester United still can't get goal number 3. Casemiro has to shoot from distance. Is wide. Chance after chance after chance. And Casemiro's shot is just wide. Goal kick. Chelsea on the shot inside. 52 minutes played. And Azpilicueta's gone down here again. Is it the same leg as the first half? He's back up on his feet. Azpilicueta looks to be coming back on the pitch. Still carrying on here. Azpilicueta probably has a half a toe and he'll still carry on. Kepa Arrizabalaga up top. Headed on by Havertz, but Bruno gets ahead of Enzo. Havertz tries to keep it alive. Rashford is there. Holding his back, Rashford. But Chelsea carry on here. Havertz. Enzo. To Azpilicueta. On the Shine side. Holding his back there, Rashford. He does have back issues, Rashford. I noticed. That's the one part of his body that gives way. Chelsea restart with Azpilicueta. Chalobah on the centre circle. Squares it into Fofana. Fofana on this left-hand side. Backwards. To Kepa. Kepa switches it out to Hall. Back to Chalobah. Fofana bringing the ball forward. Into Chalobah. Backwards to Kepa. Bruno comes over to cover. They manage to clear it away. Can Christian Eriksen get the head of Madueke? No, he can't. Goes out to Hall, and Hall finds Mudryk. Mudryk 1-on-1 against Casemiro. Brings it central. Wan-Bissaka absolutely lunges into him. Is that going to be a yellow card? No? Nothing? Not even a yellow card this time? Just a warning for Wan-Bissaka. He took him out clean. Enzo. To Fofana. To Chalobah. Chalobah on the left-hand side. Goes out wide to Hall. Mudryk makes a run in behind. And he gets there. Bruno's coming over to cover. So is Casemiro. Mudryk across the 6-yard. But there's no one there for Chelsea. Azpilicueta will get there. He looks shrugged off whatever he was feeling. Chukwuemeka. Gallagher. Back to Chukwuemeka. Into Enzo. Heavy touch by Enzo, but he still holds on to the ball. Gallagher. Enzo. Azpilicueta on the side side. 1-1 against Malacia. Madueke makes a run into the box, but he goes into Gallagher. Back to Azpilicueta. Back to Gallagher. Ericsson is there. Ball put in. Headed away by Wan-Bissaka. And Jadon Sancho will get their header hole for Manchester United. Wan-Bissaka on the ball. To Sancho. Sancho gets himself in the Chelsea half, but no one there, and he hits it off the Chelsea man. Goes out for a Manchester United throw it. Casemiro to Bruno on the centre circle. Falls to Christian Eriksen. Out to the left side towards Marcus Rashford. 1-on-1 against Azpilicueta. Malacia is making a rapid run. Rashford 1-on-1 against Madueke this time. Goes on the outside. Brought down. Nothing given. Game carries on with Chukwuemeka. Gallagher on the ball. To Madueke. Malacia is doing his best to track back. And he wins the ball there. Actually, no, referee pulls it back for a free kick here. That not going to be a yellow card? I don't think this referee knows what tactical fouls are. Rashford back up on his feet. Enzo Fernandez to take the free kick here for Chelsea. 57th minute. Rashford holding on to Fofana. Falls out to Azpilicueta across the 6-yard box. Malacia is there to cover. Goes out for Chelsea on the shine side. Corner. 57th minute here. Hall to take the corner down the shine side for Chelsea. Takes it short to Enzo. Returns it back to Hall, who's in behind Sancho. 1-1 against Bruno. Gets himself in the box. He's saved by De Gea, and the shot by Mudryk is parried into the hands of David De Gea on the shine side. A bit of a easy one. Bruno tries the back heel to Rashford, but he falls to Madueke for Fofana. All the way back to Kepa on this left-hand side, and Chelsea will restart in the 58th minute. Manchester United 2, Chelsea 0. Kepa, Arrizabalaga into Fofana. Chalobah. Enzo Fernandez now bringing the ball central for Chelsea in the Manchester United half. Gets away from Bruno. Gallagher out to the side side towards Madueke. 1-1 against Malacia. Backwards to Gallagher, but it's intercepted, and Rashford will come away with the ball, and he puts the foot down, and Gallagher falls to the ground, and it's 4-on-3 here for Manchester United. Can Manchester United make this one count? Bruno goes left, and he finds it. 1-1 against Kepa. Returns it back to Rashford. It's behind him. Martial will try and get there. See, what are Manchester United doing? What are they doing? How many chances do they want? Just put the ball in the net, for God's sake. Madueke 1-1 against Lindelof. Cuts in on his left foot. Casemiro's there. He's gone down asking for a penalty. Nothing given. Referee was right there, and it falls to Rashford on the centre circle. Martial now on the ball. Rashford out wide towards Wan-Bissaka. Gets there ahead of Mudryk, but can't find Sancho, and Chalobah goes all the way back to the keeper on this left-hand side. Kepa into Azpilicueta. Fofana. Enzo Fernandez on this left-hand side. 60th minute played. Backwards to Chalobah. Fofana now on the ball. Out to the shine side towards Azpilicueta bringing the ball central in the Manchester United half. It goes backwards to Fofana. Manchester United fans trying to inject a bit of urgency in this team. Madueke on the halfway line. Wide to Azpilicueta. Gallagher makes a running behind, but he holds onto the ball. Azpilicueta on the halfway line. And squares it backwards to Chalobah on the centre circle. I think you need to take off Gallagher and bring on a box-to-box because Gallagher is struggling here. Fofana on the ball. Bring the ball into the Manchester United half, out to the side towards Azpilicueta. 1-on-1 against Malacia. Right foot into the box. Towards Havertz, who wins the header. But it's straight at David De Gea. Wan-Bissaka now the ball for Manchester United on the right side into Casemiro. First time into Bruno. Bruno dummies in, tries to get away from Chalobah. Chalobah has got the speed and goes all the way back to Kepa Arrizabalaga. 62 minutes play. Enzo Fernandez on the ball on the left hand side. This game get a bit end to end here. It's a bit early for that. Here we go with Gallagher to Madueke. Enzo out to the right side towards Azpilicueta. Tries to get ahead of Malacia. And he falls to Chukwuemeka. Bringing it central here. He's got Hold that free down the left hand side if he can find him, and he does. And Wan-Bissaka comes over to cover. Hold keeps it in play here. But Wan-Bissaka wins the ball back. And Manchester United will try and counter here. Jadon Sancho, counter number 67 in this game for Manchester United. Are they going to give Chelsea another lion flying? Let's find out. Sancho into Bruno. Bruno brings it central here. He's got Martial to his right and he finds him. But it's a heavy pass. Martial will keep it in play here on that right side. Back to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Jadon Sancho. Casemiro. Flicks it into Malacia. It looks like a testimonial this game. Malacia on the ball. Eriksen back to Malacia. To Rashford. 1-on-1 against Azpilicueta. Right foot into the box towards Martial, but it's blocked by Fofana. And Azpilicueta will clear it away. Can Malacia get there ahead of him? No, he can't. And he clears it out for a Manchester United, throwing down the left-hand side. Looks like Mudryk and Havertz are going to be coming off here for Pulisic and Joao Felix. Malacia plays a 1-2 with Eriksen from the throwing. But Gallagher is there. Goes after a Manchester United throwing. Lindelof, Malacia. Backwards to Lindelof. Casemiro on the halfway line into Malacia. Malacia takes in his stride. To Rashford. Casemiro up top towards Eriksen, but he's not going to win the head against Chalobah. And Wan-Bissaka will leave it to Victor Lindelof. Sorry, Rafael Varane on the right side. Sancho. Into Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Jadon Sancho puts the burners on. Sancho bringing the ball forward here. Gets away from Chalobah. Can he get away from Pulisic? No, he can't. And Pulisic goes backwards to Kepa. Dinks it up top to the left hand side towards Hall. And it goes out for a Manchester United throwing. Aaron Wan-Bissaka to Martial. Heavy touch. Allows Fofana to take it off him. Azpilicueta back to Kepa. In the 6-yard box. Diego shot to Chalobah on the left hand side. Backwards to Kepa. Into Enzo. Chelsea have managed to beat the Manchester United press. Eriksen bringing the ball forward here. Can't get Enzo to the ground. Casemiro's tracking him. Enzo bringing the ball forward. But Casemiro does well to win the ball back. Can Aaron Wan-Bissaka keep it in play? No, he can't. It goes out for a throwing, and the referee will just have a word with Christian Eriksen there on the 65th minute. Joao Felix on the ball. Will he spark this Chelsea team to life? Out to the side towards Madueke, sorry. Into Azpilicueta, finds himself in the box. This guy's back towards goal. Lindelof forces him out. And it goes out for a Chelsea throwing here on the 66th minute. Joao Felix can't get there ahead of Lindelof, and it goes after a corner on the shine side for Chelsea in the 66th minute. Chelsea 2, Manchester United 0. 66th minute on the clock. Hall comes over to take the corner. If anything's going to come from Chelsea, it's going to come from him. But his corner's wasted. It goes after a goal kick on the shine side. Victor Lindelof on the ball on the shine side to restart for Manchester United. Into Rafael Varane. Gallagher is going chasing. Wan-Bissaka back to Varane. Into Bruno. Bruno takes another turn. Misplaced pass, and Martial can't get there for fun on the ball. To Joao Felix. Gets away from Victor Lindelof, but he's brought down. And it's a free kick for Chelsea. Fofana on the ball in the centre circle. Enzo Fernandez to Gallagher. Gets away from Sancho. Gets away from Wan-Bissaka. Gets himself into the box, but he brought down. Clays for a penalty. Nothing given. Joao Felix can't get there. Pulisic can't get there. Manchester United counter with Casemiro. Martial to Bruno. Switches it over the top towards Rashford. Can he get there ahead of Azpilicueta? The way AP's doing his best. But Rashford gets there first. But just a touch in the back goes to Rashford off guard. And Chelsea win the ball back. Chukwuemeka to Madueke. Backwards to Fofana. Chukwuemeka goes short to Enzo Fernandez here on this left-hand side. Gallagher making the run through between the lines. But Enzo goes backwards to Fofana. Chalobah to Joao Felix. To Chalobah. To Enzo on this left-hand side. Puts his head up. Sees a run off to that left-hand side towards Hall. Who brings the ball under control, but Wan-Bissaka is there to cover. Wins the ball back for Manchester United. And he goes back to Rafael Varane, who goes all the way back to the keeper, David De Gea, who'll just hoof it down the line. Rashford can't get there. Jadon Sancho will. And Wan-Bissaka brings the ball down. Jadon Sancho on the ball for Manchester United. Gets away from Gallagher. Christian Eriksen on the centre circle. Finds Bruno in between the lines. Martial down this left-hand side. Malacia is doing his best to get alongside him. Martial into the path of Bruno. Back to Martial. Malacia to Martial. To Malacia. Tries to spin away from Azpilicueta, but his pass is misplaced, and Chelsea win it back with Madueke. Free kick. Chelsea on this left-hand side. Looks like Manchester United are going to be making a double substitution here. Christian Eriksen and Martial coming off for Fred and Garnacho. So Rashford goes through the middle. Garnacho down the left. Sancho down the right. 69th minute on the clock. 20 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. Enzo. Into Chalobah. Back to Enzo on the centre circle. And he squares it to Fofana on this left-hand side. Fofana bringing the ball forward into the Manchester United half. Out to the shine side towards Madueke. Backwards to Fofana. And he goes back to Chalobah. Chelsea trying to play off on their own half. Manchester United just forcing them backwards. No progressive passes coming. Hall on the halfway line. Being held up by Sancho. Manages to find a pass into Enzo, who's got no one alongside him. And he switches over the top to the shine side towards Madueke. But he's headed away by Malacia. He's going to fall to Joao Felix, but Fred is there. And Casemiro comes away with it, and it's Bruno on the ball. to Fred on the shine side. Fred, first time into Garnacho. Garnacho with space on the left hand side. Azpilicueta, he's on fumes now. Garnacho into the pass of Bruno. Can he get the header for Fofana? Yes, he does. Gets away from Fofana. Gets himself into the box. He's brought down. And he's going to get the penalty. Finally, Bruno gets his penalty. And probably his goal today. He's on. I don't even think he touches him. I don't even think he touches him. Does he even touch him? Oh, maybe he touches. Maybe Bruno touches Fofana there. Looks like Bruno's going to be taking the penalty here. So Manchester United win a penalty here. 2-0. Jadon Sancho, Fred step over the penalty spot. Casemiro urging Azpilicueta out of the box. Bruno Fernandes steps over to take the penalty. Bruno Fernandes against Kepa Arrizabalaga. Manchester United have had their chances to put this game to bed, but they just haven't had their shooting boots on today. Bruno Fernandes, one of them. Let's see what he does from this penalty. Right foot into the back of the net. He put the keeper left. He went right. And it's 3-0, ladies and gentlemen. And of all the chances Chelsea have had, at least Manchester United have put some on target. Because this game has been horrendous in terms of quality. Three 0 ladies and gentlemen. 73rd minute. 74th minute here. Manchester United 3, Chelsea 0. Flipping out, at least we've had some goals in this game. Varane goes back to David De Gea, who clears the ball down the line into the path of Bruno on the centre circle. Out to the left side towards Garnacho, who's ahead of Azpilicueta. The OAP's trying his best to get back into position. Garnacho goes around the defenders. Backwards to Fred. Fred with a shot. Blocked by Fofana. And it'll fall to Hall, who'll feed it down the line. And Joao Felix gets the head of Varane. Gallagher's free to his right if he can pick the pass out. And he does. But David De Gea's off his line. Manchester United restart the shine side with 75 minutes on the clock. Bruno. To Fred. Back to Malacia. Victor Lindelof. Holds onto the ball here. Squares into Malacia on the shine side. Casemiro. Into Bruno. Flicked onto Garnacho. Bring the ball forward down the left side. Fofana will try and get there. And he does. But he falls to the ground. Where's the free kick in that, ref? 76th minute. And there's that. There's the top four done, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about relegation on the weekend. It's all about relegation on the weekend. Varane wins the header. Gallagher can't keep it alive. Chukwuemeka tries to get the head of Malacia, but it goes out for Chelsea, throwing down the shine side. Bruno wins the ball off Chukwuemeka, and Manchester United will counter here on the shine side with a ball over the top towards Rashford. Can he get the header for Fofana? Yes, he does, but it's a heavy. It's a misplaced touch, and it goes wide. He finds Garnacho in the box, but he's surrounded by Chelsea players, and Manchester United with it back with Fred. Rashford cuts in on his right foot, takes the shot, and it was always going wide. Goal kick on the left-hand side. Just couldn't get the whip on it. Marcus Rashford. Enzo Fernandez on the ball now. Goes all the way back to Kepa Arrizabalaga. Wesley Fofana on the ball on the left-hand side. Oh, misplaced pass, and Bruno gets there. Rashford gets away from Fofana, and he makes it goal number 4. And ladies and gentlemen, as Marcus Rashford was going this way, Fofana was going that way. I think he's trying to get back onto the bus so he can go back to London, because that was absolutely appalling defending. Absolutely appalling by Chelsea at the back there. They've been shocking going forward. Wesley Fofana, no one pressuring him there. It's a misplaced pass towards Chalobah. Bruno into Rashford, and Rashford just lets it come across him. And like I said, as Rashford's going this way, Fofana's going that way. I think he wants to get off the pitch, get on that bus and go home, maybe go back to France. But Rashford makes it goal number 4. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, Champions League football for Manchester United. 4-0, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like Gallagher's going to be coming off for Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Chukwuemeka coming off. So Chukwuemeka and Gallagher coming off for Loftus-Cheek and Fofana. Oh, and Madueke has come off. So Chukwuemeka, Madueke, Gallagher for Loftus-Cheek, Ziyech and Fofana. What's the point of bringing Fofana on now? He's not. What's he going to do now? David here to restart on this right side. Loftus-Cheek wins the header. Flicked on towards Fofana, headed away by Lindelof. And Rafael Varane finds Jadon Sancho on that right side. Back to Lindelof. Rafael Varane on the right side. 82 minutes played. Out to the left side towards Garnacho. Is this goal number 5? 1-1 against Azpilicueta. He cuts in on his right foot. Nearly loses the ball, but he manages to find Bruno. Tries to return it back to him, but Ziyech is there and he heads it into the path of Kepa on this left-hand side. Enzo to Felix. Sees a run over the top towards Fofana, who's ahead of the defender. 1-1 against Lindelof. Cuts in on his right foot, but he couldn't get the shot away. Goal kick. David De Gea gathers it in his hands. 82 minutes played. For Rafael Varane on the ball here for Manchester United. Wan-Bissaka to Fred. Into the middle finds Casemiro. Casemiro loses the ball to Loftus-Cheek. And it goes into Enzo. Felix bringing the ball forward. He's got Pulisic to his left. Ziyech to his right for Fofana through the middle. But Lindelof does well to cover. And Bruno Fernandes comes away with the ball here. Back to Fred. To Casemiro. And it's Lindelof now. Malacia. Into Fred. Fred takes on the turn. Bring the ball forward here. Into the centre circle. Driving with the ball. Gets himself into the Chelsea half. He's got Rashford to his left. And he finds him. Rashford has Garnacho to his right. He's got Casemiro alongside him. And Sancho. He goes into Garnacho. Garnacho with a shot. And it's over the bar. Chelsea now try and counter. Biggest win this season. Loftus-Cheek on the halfway line to Ziyech. Tries to go around the outside of Garnacho, but Garnacho nearly wins it off him. And he manages to find a pass into Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek puts his head up, but doesn't have the confidence to switch the ball out to that left-hand side. And Ziyech comes back to Fofana. Chalobah on the centre circle. Threads it into Felix. Back heel to Pulisic. Out to hold on the left-hand side. Felix. Out to hold on the left-hand side. Gets away from Casemiro, but he holds onto the ball. Into Felix on the edge of the box. Tries to scoop pass, but can't get away from Wan-Bissaka and Casemiro. Sorry, Sancho losing the ball. Loftus-Cheek. Into Felix. 1-on-1 against the defender. Into Fofana. Returns it back, but Casemiro is there. And it goes out for a goal kick on the right side. David De Gea on the right side to restart for Manchester United on the 87th minute. Scott McTominay come on here for Manchester United. I think it's for Bruno Fernandes. 88th minute. Bussin. Wan-Bissaka with a 1-2 with Rashford. Sancho. Casemiro. Rashford to his right, but he switches out to his left-hand side towards Garnacho. 1-on-1 against the OAP that is Azpilicueta. Couple of step overs. Backwards to Fred. Fred into Sancho, but he leaves it to Casemiro. To Garnacho, but Azpilicueta's there. Fred wins the ball ahead of Loftus-Cheek, but can't find a United player. And Chelsea will counter here with Ziyech. Beautiful passing to Joao Felix. Is this going to be goal number 1 for Chelsea? Felix bringing the ball forward to the edge of the box. Takes a shot. Oh, and he puts it into the back of the net. Makes it 5-1. And why is Joao Felix not starting for Chelsea? How is Frank Lampard not putting Joao Felix in the starting 11? He picks the ball up on the centre circle. He's got Pulisic to his left. Ziyech to his right. Fofana through the middle, but he holds onto the ball, drifts to the edge of the box, and he just takes a shot, and David De Gea is beaten far post. And it's 5-1 Chelsea. Now Manchester United will counter on this right hand side. 1-on-1 against Chalobah across the 6-yard box towards Garnacho. Garnacho with a shot that's saved by Kepa. Corner for Manchester United. '90th minute. 4-1, ladies and gentlemen. Corner on the right side for Manchester United. Taken short. Backwards to Wan-Bissaka. To Sancho. Holds the ball up here on that right side. Into the path of Fred. To Malacia. Out to Garnacho down the left side. 1-on-1 against Fofana. Can't get away from him. And Fofana picks up the ball down the left side. He brings the ball forward. Switches over the top towards Felix. Against Casemiro, who brings him down. Nothing given. Fred has the ball. I thought that was a free kick. Lindelof. To Fred. Casemiro. Player of the match. Man of the match. Wan-Bissaka. To Lindelof. Back to Wan-Bissaka. Casemiro. Varane. Bringing the ball forward here. To Scott McTominay. Rashford makes a run behind. Can he get the header for Fofana? Yes, he does. Scott McTominay's alongside him. So is Rashford. For Rashford, one on against. Fofana goes around the outside. Comes out in on his left foot. Gets himself into the box. Saved by Kepa. Goes out to Enzo on the left-hand side. 4 minutes of added time, ladies and gentlemen. Felix picks the ball up on the halfway line. Out to the right side towards Ziyech. One-on-one against Malacia. Can't get away. Falls to the ground. Malacia. To Fred. Lindelof wins the header. Only to Enzo Fernandez on the centre circle. Driving with the ball. Into the path of Fofana. 1-1 against Lindelof. Tries a Ronaldinho, but Varane is there to cover. And he clears it away. Fred. Falls to Wan-Bissaka. Dinks it into Casemiro on the edge of the box. Rashford. Back to Fred. Garnacho's making the running behind, but it goes out wide to Sancho. 1.5 to go for this game. Wan-Bissaka. Sancho on the halfway line. To Casemiro. In behind towards Rashford. Chalobah is there, but Rashford gets there. Rashford holds on to it. Sancho makes a running behind. He's got Scott McTominay alongside him. He goes backwards to Scott McTominay. And he shot straight at the keeper. Manchester United win the ball high up the pitch. Rashford with a shot. Couldn't get the lift behind it. Oh, it's a corner for Manchester United. Casemiro into Rafael Varane. Wan-Bissaka to his right. Goes towards him. Garnacho is there. Takes it. Rafael Varane. Wan-Bissaka. Back to Fred. Back to Wan-Bissaka. Backwards to Victor Lindelof. Fred on the centre circle. And there's full time, ladies and gentlemen. It's finished. Manchester United 4, Chelsea 1. And Manchester United are now back in the Champions League, ladies and gentlemen. What does that mean for them next season? Let's find out. But Chelsea, what do they have to do? They had 7 chances in the first half, and not one of them was on target. How many chances do you want? Manchester United at Old Trafford giving you lifeline after lifeline after lifeline, and it's not working. Gallagher off the pace. You look at the likes of Kai Havertz heading wide off that near post. Hall was the one who was trying to create. Madueke had a few chances. But what do they need to do? They need to get a goal scorer, trim that squad down. We'll see what it looks like next season, ladies and gentlemen. Frank Lampard. We'll see. I'll see you next time, guys.